Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dutch Explains the World podcast, where we ask Dutch questions and he tells us answers. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. Is that fair?
No.
No?
They're always amazing.
You think your questions and your answers are always amazing?
Yes.
Yeah?
Especially since we've only done 2 of them.
It's true. We've only done 2 episodes, so you're pretty sure you knocked it out the park. I think we're getting better each time we do it. We need to get a little bit better at doing them more often, right? Like,
yeah.
You keep having problems, and, our audience is dying to know what's going on in our lives. We are sitting upstairs in our playroom watching the sunset, right? Beautiful. God hooked us up with a pretty sunset. But today we're talking about some things that we actually got a comment. We actually have a comment from a person.
That's crazy.
One person listened to us, at least.
There was a different comment, and it mentioned, I love Brad's, relationship and how it actually questions, Dutch's, is actually curious about Dutch's life. And I was like, it sounds so weird to me because they use, my father's name as Brad. And
Yeah, that's right. You don't ever call me that, which you shouldn't.
No.
Because you'll get beat down. Don't be calling me my first name, boy. No, one of the comments that was interesting was that somebody asked the question. They said, what's the difference between subscribing and liking? Because last podcast, we talked about YouTube videos, right? And streaming and twitching and all those viruses. And this person asked very specifically, what is the difference between liking and subscribing? So why don't you break that down real quick for us?
Well, you can't subscribe to a singular post. There's a liking is you just click a button and it shows the person that, hey, this person liked your post. And I'm pretty sure on some platforms you can see who liked the video and others you can't. And so then subscribing is it's pretty much following. It's like following, subscribing, pretty much the same thing. It means
is it like stalking?
No.
No, okay.
It means
so it's good following.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you follow them or subscribe to them, you get notified, or you can choose.
Did you say notification?
I didn't mean to. I was trying to say 2 different words at the same time, and I said notified. You get a notification telling you when they post new things, like a new post or a new video, and you also support them.
So following a YouTuber is okay, but following a random girl that you like around is not okay.
Yes.
Right. Even if she notificates you. Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, good deal. Well, that clears it up for me. Yeah. I hope that helps you guys too. But today we're talking a little bit differently today. We wanted to bring you some new stuff. And so I guess basically I asked the question, how was your spring break?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I got a new video game, and
yeah.
It's called Elden Ring, and it's made by
Elden Ring.
It's made by the same people who made Dark Souls, and Dark Souls is just a franchise of games that is known as the hardest ones ever.
Oh yeah, they're super, super hard to play, right? You're telling me. Your goal was to win it over spring break. Did you win or did you fail?
It's so big that I'm pretty sure there's only been 3 people that have been in it so far. I mean, probably a bit more than that, but
yeah.
I think recorded it's 3 people because it's so massive and so hard.
Yeah.
That even 2 weeks after it's come out, it's still nobody's being in it.
Yeah, well, everyone seems to know about this game. Everyone I've talked to is oh yeah, I know that game.
Is
it that good?
It is that good. It was it's since the Souls games are such a popular thing, and this is an expensive new game coming out. Everybody, and they advertised it a lot, and everybody knew about it and was so excited. And I saw thousands of memes about how just 325 more sleeps till Elden Ring.
So how much did it cost, by the way?
It costs $59.99. I know.
$59.
My one of my friends at school knows about it.
When I was a kid, you could buy a house for that. I'm just kidding.
When I was at school, one of my friends was like, "Dutch, do you play Elden Ring?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "How much did you pay for it?" And I was like, "Oh, $59.99." He was like, "Yeah, I paid $80 for it."
What? Why did he pay more?
I don't know. I was like, how'd that happen?
Did you buy it from a guy on like the next to the road, like in a van?
I don't know.
Something. He got something shady.
Probably.
He got like a special edition.
Oh, there was. Yeah, he did. He must have gotten the special edition. Because remember, when I was buying it, it was like, you can buy the special edition for one cosmetic for an extra $30.
I don't even know what that means. I just know you're spending my money. You need to get a job. Yeah. So I heard you had a hot stock tip for us.
Oh, well, I heard that, since like more businesses are moving over to like, they're like getting more technological stuff. For example, like software engineers are in high demand right now.
Yeah.
And they're going up by like 22%. And so like a good stock tip is to like invest in like stuff like Bitcoin. You probably already know that, but there's also stock that's like EA games, like nerd stock is like, it's like EA games and other stuff. That's
Yeah,
like,
you actually have some stock. What's your stock in?
it's nerd stock. I'm
Nerd
pretty sure.
stock, yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
How's it doing?
Not very well.
It's not doing very well. Yeah, because you bought it and it went what?
Like down.
Down. So maybe we shouldn't give out stock advice on this
Yeah.
episode.
I am 12, so I don't know much about money.
So, you said you had a question for me, so I'm curious what your question is. What's your question for me?
Since you didn't have internet or computers, what did you do when you were bored?
I didn't have computers. How old do you think I am?
Oh, well, you did have computers. Never mind. Well, I just knew you didn't have internet, and I knew you didn't use computers a lot.
Well, I mean, I guess it's true. We got computers when I was like I remember like 4th or 5th grade, and we got a computer at school. And I got a computer at the house in high school. But yeah, I know when I was younger, we didn't have internet. We went outside. Like, I know that sounds crazy to you. Like, we went outside on purpose and played and rode our bikes around and set things on fire.
I remember you told me so many stories.
Yeah, too many stories that we're not allowed to share on the podcast. But no, what do? We played video games. We played video games. We had Nintendo. Nintendo was the game. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a robot that played for me. Yep. My favorite game probably on Nintendo, Tecmo Bowl or Double Dribble. Talked about that last time. But
I don't know what those are.
yeah, Tecmo Bowl was a football game. It was really good. It didn't really do a lot. Couldn't do a whole lot. And it just kind of went left to right. You know what I'm saying?
I remember you told me, like, I told you that my game was taking, like, a couple hours to download. And it was like, when I used to download games, I used to just leave the computer open because it said it'd take 4 days.
Yep, it was. Like, we'd get a new software. We'd download a game from, like, some website or something. It'd be like, yeah, this game will be ready next month. So you just gave up and went away and, like, did other things, like read a book, you know? Not really. We didn't read books. I do remember, like, the first time I got a modem, though. Do you know what modem sound is? You know what sounds modems make when they connect?
No.
No? You never heard that? They make this really weird noise. I'll have to play it for you sometime. But that was a cool noise for us because we'd, like, dial. You had to dial, like, a bulletin board system. And when you, like, beep, 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 and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, I have heard that one before. People use it a lot when it's, like, they'll show, like, a modern loading screen on somebody that's just paused because they like forgot what they're saying and they'll play that sound.
Yeah, like and then it would come across the screen and it'd be like one line of code across at a time and it would like fill the picture and you'd be like, this is so cool. And now you have like an Ethernet port like directly plugged into your Xbox and your PlayStation, so it downloads instantaneously. Yes. Yeah, and we were over here taking Nintendo games. We had to like take them out and blow into the back of them to get them to work.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You've seen that? Yeah. Yep. So I have another question for you. All right.
All right.
All right. What do you think you would do if the internet broke?
Well, if the internet broke, it reminds me of that time when we were snowed into our house and the internet and power was out for like 3 days.
Yeah.
If the internet, it depends how long it was out for. Because if it was out for a couple days, I might just like relax in my bed for a while and maybe go outside.
Yeah.
Because if it was summertime, I'd probably go swim.
Yeah.
And then like run around with the dog maybe. But if it was like wintertime, I'd probably just sit in the house. But if it was out for like weeks, I might just like go to my friend's house.
Yeah, we went to people's houses a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, we used to meet on the corner all the time. Yeah, we just hung out. It was cool. We played video games. We had like Sega Dreamcast and Nintendo. What else did I have? Something else. Some Cube game.
GameCube?
I think I had a GameCube at one time. Yeah. But I think my favorite was when I got to a church and they bought us an Xbox, and I was like, this is pretty cool. So I took it home with me at night because I didn't want someone to steal it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, really, I just wanted to take it home with me. And I played that Splinter Cell game that I told you about. I loved that game. It was so much fun.
You told me about that, and then I found the Splinter Cell, one of the Splinter Cell games for free, and I downloaded it, and it was really cool.
It was so cool because when we were playing that game, like we would the whole point of the game was to be sneaky, and so you could shoot lights out so that people couldn't see you, and you could hide things that you'd like. Stuff like that. So me and your mother played it so often, so much that we would be walking around a grocery store and be like, we could shoot that light out and shoot that light out, and we could hide, and like we could hide dead bodies in that bag. And it's like, maybe we should quit playing.
I remember Mom told me that when she would watch you play, it would be like so like nerve wracking because like you would be playing and then all of a sudden the alarms would go off and you just die because somebody found one body.
Yes, from like 14 minutes ago. Yeah, it's a crazy town. Crazy town.
My mom also told me used to try and play games with you, but she was never that good.
Yeah, no, she tried. She played. I appreciated it. She played a couple of games. She used to play that James Bond game we used to play, GoldenEye. She was pretty good at that. So games aren't her thing. She's a book reader, so she's a smart one of the family. So we usually try to offer some wisdom to our listeners in some shape or form. Right?
Yeah.
We try to break it down a little bit for them, give them a little wisdom. Yeah?
Yep.
So I have a random question for you. What? You're getting in the car from school, and I know that I don't do a great job of this, so that's why I'm asking you. So what are the good questions to ask your kid when they just got out of school? Like they've been there for like, what? It feels like 27 hours, but it's usually 7. They just get in the car. What's the go-to question for you? Like, what's going to give me the most information about your day?
I'm gonna give you the most information.
Yeah, or what's gonna invite us in a good conversation? Maybe what doesn't work?
What doesn't work? Well, what doesn't work for me is like what I don't like is when like I get in the car and it's like you don't ask one at all. You're just on your phone. That's the worst for me.
Never. I'm never on my phone. What are you talking about? I'm always on my phone. I know.
I think one of the best ones is like, what's the funniest thing that happened in your day? Because then that reminds them of the funniest thing that happened in their day, and then that makes them happy because now they just were reminded of the funniest thing that happened. Because I've had like stuff happen in school before, where it's like funniest thing ever like happened in like first period, but then. Like, by the time I get to the car, I've already forgotten it. And pretty much. And then you ask me, what's the funniest thing happened in my day? And I'm like, oh, this happened today. That was really funny.
Yeah. So that helps. So asking, like, specific questions instead of just, how was your day? Like, actually asking, like, what was the funniest thing?
Because for me, when you ask, how was my day? I try to sum it up in like a small sentence, but when you ask about a specific part, I can explain it more, and you usually end up getting more information that way.
Yeah, because I like hearing about your day. Yeah. How come you don't ever ask me about my day?
Well, that's because usually when I ask you, just tell me you worked, did one other thing, and then over.
Yeah, well, you see, you should ask me better questions like, what was the funniest thing that happened? You'll have to try that out next time.
Yes.
We'll both get better at asking questions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked about stock tips today. You said engineers. So are you thinking about being something? Is that what you're thinking?
I was thinking about being a software engineer.
Software engineer, huh?
Because they're in high demand, as I said, because a lot of companies are moving over to more technological stuff. And apparently the like lowest salary is like it goes from like $67,000 to $100 and something thousand. So.
Yeah, you're gonna need to make some bank because I don't have a whole lot of retirement, and I'm gonna need you to take care of me when I get old. So, Okay. Yes. You just stopped talking. All of a
Yes.
sudden. Does that mean? Are you trying to tell me that ain't happening? Like I needed to rely on your sister instead? What's happening here? All right. A good answer. Well, we're almost out of time, but is there anything you want to share with our listeners? Or I know you want them to subscribe, right, and like the post, subscribe to it so you can get updates on more information. But is there anything you want any information you want to drop out there for them? Anything?
If you find moldy bread in your cabinet, but only a tiny bit is moldy, just take off the mold and eat the rest.
Is that's your tip of the day?
Yes.
Moldy bread is okay?
I've done that so many times.
Yeah, what about moldy milk? Can you just take the moldy milk out?
That's the thing. When I see milk that even has like one tiny bit of chunkiness in it, I almost throw up.
Yeah, so you don't think you could just scoop out the chunkiness?
Like my sister, she left like chocolate milk in the fridge for like months, and I took it out and poured it into the sink, and I almost threw up because it was like just one giant brick of just clumped.
How long was it in there for?
I don't know. It was in there for a long time.
Oh, you know, it was hiding behind that little envelope I had in there, wasn't it? Yeah, that's my fault. I hid it back there. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else you want to drop for us?
I think
that's good.
It.
That was a good tip. You can rip the mold off of bread when it gets too old.
Also, if you want to make a sandwich, but you only have the ends of the loaves left, and you either don't like eating the ends because it looks weird, or you have a child that's like, I don't want to eat that. Just make it so the side that has like all the like dark breading on it inside the sandwich, so it looks like a normal sandwich, but.
That's fantastic. I wouldn't even do that for myself because I'm not a huge fan of the ends of the bread, but if I turn them over, maybe my mind won't see them. Like out of sight, out of mind. That's brilliant. That might be the smartest thing you've ever shared ever. Like maybe Dutch does explain the world a little bit better than we all do. Well, we're so glad that you came to join us. We would love to have your questions or anything you have to say to us or about us, but maybe let us know what your favorite video game was back in the day, or maybe what your favorite video game is now, right? Because like Dutch said, he's still trying to get this Elden Ring taken care of. So, but we'll be back sooner, right, than later. So maybe not take so long to get back on here.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. Somehow. Sometime.
Hopefully I don't just.
Oh,
fall.
real quick. I saw you at school today, and you tried to walk by me without saying hi.
Well, that's because Dr. Randall, he says hi, and then I say hi back, and I was really tired that morning.
Yeah.
And you said hi, and my brain hadn't activated yet, and so my brain just kind of assumed the automated roles. It was like on autopilot mode, and I said hi, and just started walking.
So I'm in Dutch's school today because I got a chance to speak to some of the teachers at his school, and I'm standing in the hallway, and I see him coming down the hallway, and I stayed intentionally to see you. And you were just gonna like, what? You're like ghost me, like walk past me, like I don't even exist. I was like, oh, I feel hurt.
One of my teachers told me you gave them a pep talk.
I did give them a pep talk. It was a rah speech. I don't know how good it was, but I enjoyed being there. Well, once again, thanks so much for being here. This has been Dutch Explains the World. We try not to go too long because you got things to do, but we hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, make some comments. Tell us what's going on. Dutch, you want to say bye to the people out there in the world?
Goodbye.
Adios, people. We'll see you next time on Dutch Explains the World. Bro.